Yeah, empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
All right. Hi, you guys, and welcome back to Snack Cackle Talk. I am your host, Lacey, and today is Relationship Saturday. I wanted to be sure that I give everybody that is new to joining my channel, my live feed, a much needed warm welcome to you guys. I always want to make you guys feel at home. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you like the content that I deliver to you guys today, be sure to subscribe, give me the like, and hit the notification bell so that you can stay informed when I do new uploads every time I go live. Also, comment on this topic if you have something to say you want to share. Hey, I'm all ears. I would love to hear. Okay. And I would definitely comment on anything that you want to share. Today's topic is love without labor. That is today's topic. And it is when unemployment breaks the relationship. I have this topic today because there are a lot of families that are dealing with this in their relationship. And as you all know, any of us that are in relationships, we know how strenuous unemployment can be, the strain that it can cause on a relationship, okay? Um, so I just wanted to be sure that I share that with you guys for today. So, as I said, today's topic is love without labor when unemployment breaks the relationship. Okay, so let's dive into something that many couples never expect to face. We all know unemployment. What happens when one of your partners lose their job and can't seem to find another? When love meets pressure, bills stack up and patience runs thin. Can the relationship survive or does it fall slowly apart? That is the question. Okay. That is going to be the question is can the relationship survive the strain that unemployment puts on that relationship? Okay, it doesn't matter if you are married or if you're just in a relationship. Okay, just a relationship in general. You don't have to be married. You can be dating, living with your partner. The strain that unemployment can put on that household, that relationship. Can it survive? Or will it slowly fall apart? That is the question that I have for everyone today. Excuse me. Um, Unemployment doesn't take away just income from the household. Okay. When one of the partners stop working, it often can change the emotional balance in the relationship. And one person may feel unappreciated, overworked, while the other one is feeling ashamed, powerless, and helpless. Okay. That does happen in relationships for those of you that are unaware. That is something that happens very often. Is even though the person that's in the relationship that is working or still holds a job of employment is not just about you and the strain that will now fall on your shoulders. It is also about the partner that lost their job and the strain that they now have because they lost that job. So that is why we're having that topic that is not just about the person that now has to pick up the slack. It's about the person that is going to lose a piece of themselves, a piece of their dignity, a piece of the power that they have. Not so much as over you in general, but if it's a man that's the person that lost their job, the power of feeling like they're a man, that they can still be a man, knowing that they lost their job. Or even as a female, she feeling like she can still add value to the home, even though she lost her job. It goes both ways. So that is why we are having this topic. Well, I am having this topic today. I am not so much as unemployed, but I am at a job where I work a week and I'm off a week. I work a week and I'm off a week. So I'm dealing with that off and on. Yes, I'll hold a second job to bridge that gap, but some families, because of the hours that they work, they may not be able to bridge that gap like I can. Um, they may not be as fortunate as I am. I don't have little bitty kids that I have to watch on a daily, regular basis. I have grandkids, yes, but my kids are grown. Some people, they have little bitty kids that are not in daycare, they're not in school, and now they have to kind of figure some things out on how they're going to maintain. So that's why I'm having this topic today. If you guys have anything that you want to say, feel please feel free and comfortable to do so. Okay. Um, but the question that I have for those of you that are in long-lasting relationships, okay. I mean, some of y'all that are in relationships is kind of moving at a fast pace. I mean, y'all can answer to as long as you are in the same household with your partner, okay? Not someone that's just casually dating. Well, I guess you know what? It can actually be a person that is dating, even if you're not living with that person. How does my question that I have for you guys is, can you imagine paying all these bills by yourself, even though you wasn't doing that before? Okay. And can you imagine having to pay all the bills by yourself while your partner is struggling to find employment? The question that I have is, would you stay with your partner, or would you leave them? Will you stay and support them, or will you leave? That is the question. Okay, today we have a lot of people that are chasing a dream. They are chasing a dream because of what they see on TV, that they're not willing to stay in a loving, strong foundation relationship only because of finances. So that's why I have that question is, are you willing to stay with your partner once they become unemployed and can no longer financially add value into the household financially because they have become unemployed, whether it's a male or a female? Are you willing to stay and work it out, or will you leave your partner because of it? Okay, that is the question that I have for you guys today. So if you have anything that you want to say on that question, hey, I'm all ears. Okay. This is a new reality that a lot of families today are facing. This reality is that they never saw coming. Okay. Especially people that have been at their jobs for a really long time. They really worked themselves and built themselves up, and then out of the blue, with no warning, now they're unemployed, male or female, they are unemployed. So this is a new reality that families are facing. That is why I have that question. So let's explore how this relationship can be overcome by this hardship. Okay. First, let's know the difference between supporting your partner and enabling. Okay. That is very important. That is important because some people, they think they're supporting their partners when they take on the financial responsibilities as a whole. But if you're not holding that partner that lost their job accountable to still add value to the relationship and to still add value into the household, If you don't hold them accountable for that, then you are enabling. You're not supporting. You are enabling them. Okay. So supporting your partner means that you are encouraging your partner and you are bringing teamwork as a whole balance into the relationship still as the supporter. Okay. You're not just taking on the financial responsibility to keep you afloat. Okay. You are also encouraging, not pressuring, but encouraging. And you are bringing teamwork foundation to the table. Okay. That is support. Okay. Now, on the other hand, as I said, enabling is when you carry the whole weight of the finances, of the responsibilities of the household financially on your shoulders, and you're not holding your partner, whether it is a male or a female, you are not holding them accountable to bring anything to the table of the foundation of the relationship. It doesn't have to be financially. We understand that they have become unemployed, but are they actively looking? Are they helping you if you have children together? Are they now helping you with the kids and taking that weight off of your shoulders while you deal with the finances? Are they holding down the household? If they wasn't before, are they doing it now? Are they taking care of those things? Or are they just laying around and being a couch potato, pretending to look for a job, taking it easy for a little bit? Oh, I think I'll just use this time as a vacation for a little bit. Even if you have finances saved up or not, are they taking advantage of you? Okay. And if you're not holding them accountable, then you are enabling what they're doing, their behavior. You are enabling them. Okay. So let's hold our partners accountable, male or female, hold them accountable. Okay. So you want to try to avoid blaming your partners for being unemployed. Where they do that unless your partner physically did something like, I don't know, fighting or something like that, even then you don't hold them blame. You don't hold blame to that. Okay. Because you don't know the situation that could have led to any type of an altercation. Okay. Now, if your partner just up and just quit their job because they just didn't like it there and they had no future plans in what they was going to do, they didn't give a 2-week notice, they didn't even try to find another job before they quit their job, they just did it in an irresponsible way, then that's kind of different. I still want to tread waters on how you lay blame though, but let's try not to lay blame. Okay, because blame is not gonna bring money into the household. It's just gonna add strain and stress. That's all it's gonna do. Okay. So try to avoid that. Create small goals together. Okay, such as plan your budget. Like, how are you going to budget things now? Whereas you was more free to financially do things because you had two incomes in the household. Y'all shared the responsibilities, so y'all was able to actually have money into your pockets, build a savings account, go shopping, go on vacations, or anything of the sort. Now you have to plan your budget more carefully now, whereas you didn't have to before. You still want to do that as a team, not just because you are the breadwinner. You want to do it still as a team because you are still a couple. Okay. It still requires teamwork. And you want to work together in the job search plans. I know a lot of people probably feel like their partners can't help them search for a job or anything of the sort, or they don't want their partners to help them search for a job. They feel like, for a female, she might feel helpless if her partner is helping her. She wants to get it on her own. Or the male may feel demasculated if the female helps him find a job. But you are a team, so you still need to do something like that as a team. Okay, because if your partner has been at their job for a long time, they may be outdated on the new updated job searches that can help them find a job that they desire, and the partner might be able to help them more. So you still want to consider um working together and doing these things, okay? And have regular check-ins and progress updates. You still want to do that as well. If you are the person that is the job seeker and your spouse is out working, you still want to update them on the progress. Hey, I had a bad day. I mean, some of y'all might have seen Fun with Dick and Jane. I love that movie. Um, but the two of them, they work together to try to rebuild their financial structure. And like I said, if your partner knows what you're going through, then maybe it's not so much as they can sympathize, but they can show empathy, you know, in understanding your strain, your stress, your struggle. Okay. So that y'all can get through it together. Also, unemployment, you know, it doesn't have to destroy a relationship. Unemployment is only going to destroy a relationship if you let it. Okay, if you let it. If your relationship it has a foundation that is built on finances, then unemployment is going to demolish your relationship. Okay, because your foundation of your relationship is built on finances. But if your relationship is built on love and trust, then unemployment is not going to break you. Okay, you are going to know how to survive together. You're going to know how to figure it out and work together to overcome the unemployment strain and struggle that's happening today. Okay, so um, it will reveal, unemployment will reveal just how strong your foundation is in your relationship. Okay, so just know that it will test your patience and it's going to test your relationship 1000%. But if both of the partners are willing to work together, when the relationship, it will get stronger. Okay, it will get stronger than before. So I'm gonna end that topic. I still have my cards that I want to go over with you guys since I didn't get a chance to do my live on Thursday. I was just burnt out, tired because my job, like I said, I am dealing with a company that I've been at 11 years, and uh, we are a seasonal company, but we haven't had unemployed. We haven't done a layoff in like 5 years. So everybody kind of got comfortable and got spoiled with working all year round and everything like that. And now we're dealing with our first layoff, but it's in a way to where it's not. It adds financial strain the way that they're doing it because we work a week and we're off a week. It's not like the basic unemployment where you can just be unemployed. You still work, you're just working every other week. So thankfully, I still hold a second job. I always have ever since I started this job and I experienced my first layoff with this job. Then it was important to me to not let go of my past experiences. Okay, I have over 20 years experience as a nurse assistant and a medication aide, and yes, I hold degrees, but I am not above going back to my roots. Trust, because my roots is what got me started. My roots is what kept me up, held my family together. And yes, I have absolutely no problem going back because it does pay. So I still hold those certifications. I keep them up and I try to hold on to those jobs even on a PRN as needed basis. I still have those jobs that I can fall on and fall back to for when something like this happens. Okay. I'm never too old and never too grown to go back to my roots, trust, because that's where I started. Um, but for those people that don't have anything to fall back on, then it's very important to not elevate yourself to a level to where that you feel like you can't work a lower paying job or a job that you consider is beneath you. Because at the end of the day, when bills have to be paid, you just do what you got to do. Just plain and simple. You just do what you got to do, okay, to survive. Plain and simple. Um, So on this topic of love without labor, you guys let me know what you think, okay, on today's topic. If you have anything that you would like to say, just let me know if you guys, because the question that I asked was if one of your partners, if one of you became, if your partner became unemployed, would you stay with your partner while they were unemployed? Especially if that unemployment tends to run into a long-term basis, because it is hard out here. Like I have a degree, hell, I have like 2 degrees working on my third degree. Okay. And I have not found a job. 1 degree, I just decided not too much happening in the world. I no longer desire to work in that field under my first degree, which is criminal justice. But my second degree in public administration, I was um I was disadvantaged with that degree only because I went to school and graduated during COVID. And that degree requires you to have an internship, which I was not able to get because I graduated during COVID. So I was not able to land an internship. Internships and everything was cut off during that time frame. And so once they opened that block back up, nobody took into consideration of all the graduates that needed to gain work experience. Nobody did. And so those 2 years that I went to school with no experience were lost. So it was hard for a lot of people that went to college, went to universities and got degrees to find a job in their field. Not just me, a lot of people. And so now I'm working on a degree that's more along the lines of my roots in healthcare. That's what I did not know that I could have taken that turning point from the very beginning. I thought I had to be a nurse. And I have no desire. I went down that road. I did not like it. I have no desire to be a nurse. But kudos to all the nurses. You guys that actually love your job are amazing. Okay. But I was not always surrounded around amazing nurses. Some of their asses were sorry as so that and you I saw a lot of good nurses lose their jobs behind a lot of sorry ass nurses. I'm just putting it out there. And so I'm just saying what it is. So I have no desire to be a nurse, okay? But I am now in the health care field of my degree, not as a nurse, okay? In the administration part of things. That's where I went. So, and I have a year and a half left to school of that. So that's what I'll be doing when I tell you guys that I have homework to do. And I'm only doing that because I did receive a job offer that I did not know that I qualified for. And yes, I could have taken that offer, but it was way out of the way. It's in distance wise, and I want to gain the actual hands-on education knowledge before I just hop in a field unknown. But other than that, you guys, I understand what unemployment can do and the strain that it can put on a person and everything like that. And if as a couple, if you're not willing to stick it out with your partner because your relationship is built off of finances on what your partner brought to the table financially, and now they're not able to bring that same amount to the table anymore, then unemployment is going to tear your family, your household, that relationship apart. Plain and simple. If you're not willing to work together. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you guys. For those of you just now hopping on this feed, this is Snap Cackle Talk. I am Lacey, and today is Relationship Saturday. Now I am going to get into my Let's Get Deep conversation cards. Okay, I'm going to read a few of these. Only because I promised myself and you guys that I was going to go through these cards until I completed these cards. Okay. So I always try to start these cards off with the icebreaker. I always try to anyway. So that's what I'm going to do today. If you all are new on here and you're not familiar with the cards that I read for the Let's Get Deep questions for couples, you have an icebreaker stack of cards. Okay, you have the icebreaker. You have the deep stack of cards, and you have the deeper stack of cards, and then you have I got some of them mixed up. Hold on. Okay, and then you have the activity stack of cards. Okay. Now I will say I actually enjoy reading these cards. I really do. For one, they are good topic starters. some some of this stuff they had this in the gaming section at Walmart. This is not a game. I don't know why they have it like that, but I mean, but it's definitely good. It's some good get to know you cards. Some of the questions, some of the cards, yeah, they kind of can seem like they being nosy, my opinion. But hey, good conversation cards nonetheless. So, like I said, I like to always start these cards off with the icebreaker to break the ice on the conversation. So, let's get started. What was your most memorable birthday gift or surprise? I don't know. Uh, let's see. Now, for my family, I always ask for the exact same thing every year. It doesn't matter if it's my birthday, if it's Christmas, because I'm a December baby, if it's Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. It does not matter. I ask for the same thing every single time, and I never get it. I always ask for the same thing, but I never get it. But one thing that they did get me, and I'm not a materialistic person. They will get me jewelry, and I'm not a picky person. I do take it, I do accept it, I do wear it, and I do love it. But it's not really something that I just necessarily have to have or desire. Okay. I wear it every now and then, and I don't have that much jewelry because I'm not a jewelry person. So you guys see me on here with some jewelry, trust and believe you're gonna see me wearing it 1,000 gazillion times because that's practically all the jewelry that I have because I'm not a jewelry person. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. Um, but I do wear it. But my most memorable birthday gift or surprise since starting my podcast or talk show, however you all want to view it, um, it was a struggle for me emotionally, financially, everything, physically. And I'm 2 years in, so I will be having my anniversary of my show next this weekend, this upcoming weekend, for 2 years. But in the midst of me getting started, I think my family was more supportive and more excited than I was that they all pitched in. My mom, my grandmother, my husband, my kids. I have two kids that are not even, I'm in the state of Texas, and I have two kids that are not even in Texas. One is in Hawaii and one is in New Jersey. So they pitched in, their significant others helped as well. And they just helped me pull my whole show together and helped me get all the equipment that I needed, all the decorations I wanted in here. Um, just support, that meant a lot to me. Yes, I did cry about it because um, this can when you're starting on a new journey of something and you don't know what to do, how to do it, all you know is you want to get up there and do it. Yes, I have cousins that come in and volunteer to help me put stuff together. Um, like I said, my grandmother, she got me my chair. And this was a nice steal that I got from Aaron's because they accidentally put this brand new chair that was on their floor unused. They put this brand new chair for sale for $100 by accident, and they had to sell it to me. So all these things they mean a lot to me on a emotional um, level for me. So That was my most memorable gift, was them helping me put this all together. Um, okay, deep. What is your most prized possession and why? Besides my family, this show, like I just said, everything still applies. You know, it holds sentimental value to me. It's not just a show. It's a family thing for me. My entire family has poured themselves into this show. They watch me, they support me and everything. So, uh, deeper. When did you feel the greatest sense of accomplishment? Um, let's see. One when I first graduated, when I graduated with my master's, um, for some reason, it's not so much as a sense of accomplishment that I didn't feel with my associates, because I was proud to get my associate's degree and everything like that, but I was more proud to receive my master's degree on a scale, simply because education was always a struggle for me. I grew up, yes, I graduated and everything like that. I was on an AB honor roll, but by the time I became a junior, I fell to making only C's, and I realized that I didn't know how to read. Um, yes, I knew the words, but I didn't understand what the words meant, what they were saying. Like, I didn't understand it, so I didn't know how to read. And so making it as far as my master's like I did, and my grades were phenomenal. I did drop all the way down to a 2.9, but it wasn't because of my grades, it was because of my mouth. In criminal justice, me arguing with my professors. And so they took it personal, and they failed me in a lot of my stuff. But uh outside of that, when I walked that stage with my master's degree, it held on a different level. You know, it was a sense of accomplishment, because being a mother of four, it was hard for me to get my education together, get it, do everything, and I was doing everything at home. So you're not getting that hands-on that you would get at a in classroom setting. You're literally doing everything by yourself. For anybody that does online education understands exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, even though it tells you that, oh, you can do it at your own pace, you can't do it at your own pace. You have deadlines still, you have a time frame still, you have a schedule you have to go by, you have a lot of reading that you have to do, a lot of studying, a lot of papers. And I was having to do all that while raising teenagers, and they was very active in sports and getting them ready for college and everything like that. So to be able to do all that and hold down two jobs while I did it, because I had to work a second job because I messed up my financial aid. So I had to pay for part of my education. So in my household, we couldn't afford that. Yes, I have my husband, but our finances did not allow me to afford that. So I took on a second job. And I understand how the strain can be. So that was a sense of accomplishment for me to be able to do that. And that was the first one. And the second one is this show, is seeing how I struggled in the beginning. For those of you that can get on here and tell how sloppy and tacky I was. And if you don't know, trust, it is on YouTube. In my seasons 1 through 3, how sloppy and tacky we were. Uh, and I am now up to like 800 followers, and that is a lot for me to be able to gain that notoriety of followers that's willing to watch my content. That says a lot to me. It may be small for other people, but it's a big thing for me. Um, Activity. Uh, Taking turns saying one word each. Tell the story of your first date. Uh, okay, so my husband is not here. Okay, but our first date, he picked me up. I can't say it in one word. Uh, it was funny. I'll just say I'll say it was funny. Okay. Yeah, our first date was funny. But I'll just tell y'all real quick. He picked me up in his work clothes. I mean, they were not dirty or anything like that. They were clean, but he just did not know how to dress. And here I was walking out just pretty and pink and just cute and smelling good and all healed and dolled up. And I'm walking out there and he got on his work clothes. We went straight to the mall so I could get him looking right. Let's see. Another deep card. Do you think you've been more lucky or more unfortunate throughout your life? It just depends. I've definitely been blessed. Okay, I will say that. Um, I'm not gonna say unfortunate because things come in their time, in their due time. I am a firm believer of that. If it's meant for me to have it, I will get it, and I will get it when it's time for me to have it. Um, yes, things don't always happen my way, regardless of how hard I work. But at the same time, I'm a firm believer that it didn't come to me at that time. It's just like my degree. I worked very hard for my degree. Yes, I did. No, I did not find a job in my degree field. No, I did not. Whereas in I can see everybody around me that went to school and got their jobs and they're living the way that they want to live. I don't live a bad life by any means necessary. I don't. But it's just going to come to me when it's time for it to come to me. Things happen for a reason. I'm a firm believer of that. And my job is to keep trying and not stop, plain and simple. So I don't consider myself unfortunate, but I also don't consider myself lucky. Things just happen to me when it's time for it to happen. Deeper. Who is the one person in this world that knows you the best? My husband. Because I don't hang out with nobody for them to just say that they just really know me. But my husband, my mom, my sister, my sister, I can see that she knows me. Definitely my mom. Okay. Um, let's see another deeper card. Describe what you were like in high school. Is there anything you'd change? High school, high school, high school. I don't know how I was. I mean, the perception that I have of myself versus the perception that other people may have of me may be totally different. Um, I definitely started coming into my womanhood, shall I say. Um, Whereas when I was in middle school and elementary, I more like was like a little tomboy. And once I hit high school, I wanted to be pretty. I wanted to dress pretty. And I walked around like a little boss baby. I won't lie. I had on a cute little suit, cute little skirt sets, heels, everything. That's just how I dressed every single day. And to me, myself, I saw myself as a young version of Whitley from a different world. I just dressed up every single day. I rarely did dress down, rarely. But mostly, if you saw me, and I have plenty of pictures, if you saw me, I usually wore pantsuits with a vest and heels and slacks and cute little professional tennis skirts and heels. And I wasn't a makeup wearer, but I did keep my hair up. So I had my nails done. My personality was very outgoing. I won't lie. I was a very friendly person, easy to get along with, you know. Um, Person that liked to laugh. I'm still the same way now. Deep card. If you could instantly be influent in another language. Oh, sorry. If you could instantly be fluent. I don't know why I said influent. If you can instantly be fluent in another language, which would it be? I mean, the obvious would be Spanish, but outside of Spanish, I would like to learn the Korean, Asian, Chinese, Japanese language. I would love to learn that. I would love to learn that. Let's see. An activity card. This is the last activity card. Close your eyes and let your partner kiss any part of your body they choose. If he's watching this, I'm sure he'll probably try to take me up on it once I get home. Once I get to the house, I'm sure that he'll probably try to take me up on it once I get there. Okay, let's see. My last card, which will be Icebreaker. Have you had a song dedicated to you or a poem written for you? Uh, I mean, besides when you're a kid and back in my day, because I am an 80s baby. So back in the day, boys would write letters to girls that they done stole the words from verses of songs. So yes, I have. Poems, no. I'm the poem writer, but songs, yes. I have had that dedicated to me and written to me in the form of letters and played for me and everything like that to basically express how they felt about me because guys are not good with their words. So I've had boyfriends to play songs for me to express how they felt. Um, so the cards that I just read, you guys, were the Let's Get Deep questions for couples cards. Let's see. The box looks like this. If you guys are interested in getting this, I will say it's okay to have a gathering, a group of friends, and y'all just run through these cards and just answer questions just to see how truthful people would be about their responses, getting to know them on a deeper level. I can see that. I can see being on a blind date, which I have done a blind date before when I was younger. Matter of fact, I was a kid, I was a teenager. But I can see how if these cards were available, me taking, like I've said before, 2 cards of each, and we use these cards as topic starters. I can see that too, especially being in our adult times. I can take these and be okay, we don't know what to say to each other. Okay. Uh, I brought some cards if you don't mind. You pull one and I'll pull one, and let's just start our topic that way. So I can see that happening. Okay. So if you guys are interested in those cards, they are the Let's Get Deep questions for couples cards. Okay, so recap if any of you are interested in telling me any of your thoughts on these cards. Okay, so have you had a song dedicated to you or a poem written? Close your eyes and let your partner kiss any part of your body that they choose. If you could instantly be fluent in any language, which would it be? Describe what you were like in high school, and is there anything you change? Okay, I never did answer the second question. Is there anything that I would change about high school? I could say yes, but then you'd have to change other things too, so no. I did become a young mother in high school, but I won't change. I won't change that because my daughter Both of my daughters that I had are amazing. I had one at the end of my junior year, and I had one after I graduated. So I wouldn't change that at all. They both of my daughters are amazing. Deeper. Who is the one person in this world that knows you the best? Do you think you've been more lucky or more unfortunate throughout life? Taking turns saying one word each, tell the story of your first date. When did you feel the greatest sense of accomplishment? What is your most prized possession and why? And what was your most memorable birthday gift or surprise? So if you guys want to answer any of those, hey, let me know. I will definitely read it and definitely comment. If you haven't done so already, take a second out of your day and subscribe to my channel. I am on YouTube, Facebook, both of those are at Snack Cackle Talk, Instagram, Snack Cackle Talk, okay? TikTok, Snack Cackle Talk. Feel free to subscribe, follow my content for more, hit the notification bell so you know when I do more updates. I am on here guaranteed every Saturday. I'm trying to squeeze in. I let go of my Hot Topic Tuesday, but I'm trying to squeeze in my Freestyle Thursday. I could have done one Thursday, but like I said, I got busy and then I just forgot. And then I've been working and I was burnt out, tired, and it just did not cross my mind until 11 o'clock at night. I didn't even do my homework. I was so tired. I turned it in late because I was that tired. But I go back to work. I've been off from work all this week. I go back to work tomorrow. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Thursday holds for me, okay? If I do a live on Thursday, then it'll be Thursday morning. It won't be Thursday night because I get off at 9:30. It'll be Thursday morning before I go to work, okay? So if you guys catch it, you catch it. But if you don't, I understand. But other than that, thank y'all for the support. Subscribe to the channel, comment if you like it, follow me for more content, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now.